Okay, so I have been sponsored by Bombers Bits, and they've sent me a package of new bits for Wonky, and I did have a quick little look, but I'm gonna unbox it for you so you can see what they've made for her. All the Bombers bits are handmade. So Bombers have made Wonky her own bits, especially for her and her mouth shape. We've got many different things for her to try in here. Let's have a look what they sent us now. Oh look, we've got a McHardy. We've got something that's a bit like a McHardy, but it's got a little thing in the middle rather than the roller. Ooh, hang on, and we've got a plate. Now, got that as well. Now these, I think, are all bradoons for her, because Wonky already has her own snaffle bit, and we've spent ages. It took 4 or 5 different bits to find out what she really liked, which did turn out to be the McHardy. And so we've now got versions of the McHardy as a bradoon to see what is going to be her absolute favourite as a double bridle. She's also got, here we've got the happy tongue. This is the Bombers happy tongue. It's got the port, and then this one's got a rotating arms. It looks like it's got quite a short shank on it. That's really nice. I like a short shank. And then they've got the purchase at the top above the mouthpiece is bent out, so we take the pressure away from her cheeks. And they've got these really nice flat hooks as well. I really like that. So she can put that ported mouthpiece wherever she most likes it. It can sit however she wants it on her tongue. And then if I put pressure on the curb, we're just going to get pressure into the chin groove and a little bit maybe on the pole. But we're not going to have much pressure in her mouth. So that's really good, because she's not actually that strong. She just, it would be really nice to have her in a double bridle rather than just in the snaffle. So I'm really excited to try that. That looks stunning. And then we have, go back and look at these bradoons. That is a McHardy Bradoon. It's got the smaller ring. They got the curved mouthpiece, very much like the same shape as the happy tongue, but it's got the roller in the middle and the 2 little breaks. Now she really likes this as her snaffle, so it'll be interesting to see how that works as part of the double. And then when I was talking to Leroy, who works for Bombers and is an amazing bitting expert, he came up with the idea that she would like having a slightly flattened link in the middle, maybe instead of the roller, so have slightly less tongue pressure, and it will encourage her to keep her nose out a little bit more. We got the loose ring to try as well, so that should give me a totally different feel. I have to say, I think that looks like that could be a really interesting bit for her. I'm really looking forward to trying all these different variations. And then here we have the same bit pretty much, but it's got if you can see, it's got a slightly flattened link in the middle, so it's not got a thick bit pushing down on her tongue. It sits really flat and nice against her tongue. Here we go, and now we have, this has got an even flatter bit against the tongue. That's got a little plate. That will be really interesting to try, because you can see just how much tongue room that will give her when that sits in her mouth. That would be really nice for her. See what she thinks of that. Oh, I'm really excited to try these bits, and I thought I'm going to put her double bridle together Now she doesn't have her own double bridle yet. I am saving up for a beautiful handmade Bliss of London bridle. So at the moment she's got my old Welsh cob size Schumacher bridle, which is at least 15 years old. It's been on lots of different horses, so I'm sure it'll fit her as well. I think because this is her normal bit. This is the one she usually goes in. You can see that she's given it quite a lot of wear, and the blue is starting to disappear a little bit, but that's only to be expected. That's her favourite bit to go in. I'm going to put the closest to that as my bradoon, and I'm going to stick the Weymouth on this double, and then I'm going to go and fit it to her head, and that will be our next job once I've got these bits attached. So here we go. Here is the Weymouth, and here is my double bridle. The noseband out the way so we can concentrate, because we've got lots of different bits on this double bridle to work out which way round they go. The front set of straps are the Weymouth and the back set of straps are the Bradoon. So that's the Weymouth, that's the Bradoon, that's the throat lash. What we've got on this side, Weymouth, Bradoon. There we go. So put the Weymouth on this, and then it's all swizzly, really swizzly. Hang on, what have I done? There we go. And I'll stick that way around. And ta-da, we are done. We have put the bridle together. Next job is to get it fitted to Wonky. So the top bit is nice and level. The noseband is sitting a little bit high, so we'll start with that bit. We'll work our way down the head, and then we'll work our way back up again. Right, so looking at these bits, the Bradoon is pretty snug into her mouth, and we've got, if I just open her mouth, you can see it is very clear of her bottom teeth. Good girl. It's quite high, so I'm going to just see what happens if I drop it all a hole, but I'm just going to have to get my step to do that. Okay, so now we're going to actually sort out the height of the bits. First job is going to be sorting out the height of the Weymouth. So I'm going to drop that one hole. That's my front strap. I'll drop that one hole. Good girl. Good girl. Oh, you're going to show the top of your head now. That's nice. So everybody can see. Okay, so what's really nice is I don't have to tighten up both sides with this because it only has one buckle. It's really useful. And make sure the curb sits on top of the headpiece, it doesn't fall off. That is the unfortunate thing with this bridle. And why we'll be so pleased when we have a beautiful handmade, made to measure Bliss of London bridle, hey? Especially for you. Now let's put that there. Now I'll need to ride her in that and make sure that she still approves of it. But the way that sits at the moment, that looks like that fits quite nicely. Please subscribe to my channel, and if you feel moved, please like the video, drop me a comment. Any ideas welcome, please. It sounds really desperate. So I am reintroducing Wonky to a double bridle. She hasn't worn a double for at least 2, maybe even 3 years now, and when she did, she only wore it for a little bit, and I didn't have the right bits to really suit her, and it was just a little experiment to see what she thought of it. Now I want to reintroduce it. I want to find out whether or not these are the right bits for her. And when you're introducing a double, I think it's really important to be super casual. It's no big deal. It might feel to a dressage rider the whole, wow, we're really getting somewhere, it's a big deal, God, my horse is in a double, whoop whoop, we're going to the Olympics next week. But it's really not, and you need to not convey that to your horse. You don't want them to get fussy in the mouth or suddenly feel that this new thing in their mouth is something to be afraid of. So, my excuse for being scruffy is we are super casual. I am just going to walk her around in it today, let her feel it. I've got no spurs on. I don't want her to feel pressured by the presence of the double. I want her to feel like this is just the most easy and natural thing in the world. I want to encourage her to have a nice, loose, swinging walk through her back, and her to be relaxed and confident in the mouth. As Bombers have done before, they seem to have worked a miracle and found something that she actually likes to carry in her mouth. She's not overactive in the mouth. I like to hold my reins so they're crossed over. I know not everybody does that, but I did grow up in the show ring and we always had crossed reins in the show ring. I have the curb rein underneath my second finger, so it goes in between my second and my third finger and comes out between my second and my first. And then I have the Bradoon rein in where my normal rein goes, so it's between my third and my fourth finger. So my little finger has no rein wrapped around it, and then out between my first finger and my thumb. So far, really super pleased with these bomber bits. They feel like she is really settled and happy in the mouth. She's happy to move the bits in her mouth. She's not overly fussy. The fit's really good. They are in fact tiny. Wonky has a much smaller head than you would think she would. She's nearly 17 hands, but she's actually in a 11.5 centimetre curb and a 12 centimetre Bradoon. So we're talking tiny, almost pony bits here, but they fit really snug and still. I am so pleased that Bombers have decided to support me, and these bits to me have been a complete revelation. You've enjoyed this little introduction to fitting a double bridle and a